Hey, I'm back. This is Chandler for Melda Production, and today I thought I'd do a really quick one on MSoundfactory and especially how to do a one-shot ARP in MSoundfactory. Now, I'm trying to do this, maybe I'll do the video on it next week, but basically I wanted to play an ARP, but just one time. I didn't want it to repeat over and over again, and I was thinking, like, how do I do this? I kind of racked my brain, but I finally figured it out, so I thought I'd show you in case you're having the same problem and you want to figure out how to do it too. So the first thing we have here is we have just make sure it's set for polyphonic, one note here, and I'm going to push the sustain up. That's really not that important, but it'll be easier here. We'll mess with the sustain later, especially because if you want to sound more monophonic, you'll have to turn that down, but anyways, let's get in here. We're not going to do too much with the actual sound and sound design just because it's not really about that. You can do this with any type of sound here. So we're just going to take this and let's just try a square wave. Turn it down. Okay. So this could be good for if you're doing like chip tune sounds or something. You need like a really fast one shot like ARP that goes up. So we have this. We're going to turn our arpeggiator on, play a chord. Okay, nothing too interesting. Now, what I want to do with this is, first thing, I want it to go 2 octaves. And next, I want it to go much faster. Let's try this. I want that, but I just want it to stop when it gets to the end. I don't want it to keep going. Now, one way we can do this, it's a little bit better, is if I take these steps and let's say I move it to 16. From here, I'm just going to turn all these extra steps off. Ooh, like this. So now when I play it, now I can extend that even farther, let's say like 24. And do the same thing. And if I'm playing this on my keyboard or something, it gives me plenty of time that I can let go of that so I don't have to worry about it repeating. That's cool, but what if I wanted it to just completely stop? I don't want to have to worry about, releasing my hand from the keys, or even more importantly, sometimes I'm working with something and I have chords on one track and I just want to move this to a different track to play arps. Or if, let's say, I have part of this, my MSoundfactory patch playing chords, and then I need a ARP here. What do I do? So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's a little bit tricky, but I think it's worth it. So what we're going to do for this is use the banks in here. What this allows us to do is have more than one pattern. So the first one just sounds like this. Sorry, it's doing that little kind of skipping thing because I can't press down all the keys at the same time. I'm not a good keyboard player, so pardon me there. But we're just going to go to bank 2 here, and we have a different pattern here. Okay, all we're going to do for bank 2 is just erase every single one of the notes. Like this. So we have bank 2, it sounds like this. Can't hear anything, so there's nothing playing. Bank 1. And bank 2, nothing. What we want to do is play bank 1 and then have it stop at bank 2. Now, a way to do this is by using a modulator. We take this here, click clear and learn, or just learn here, and we're going to go to bank 1, move it to 2, then move it back to 1, click stop. We have this in here, value 1, max value 2. If I turn it on like this and play, you see that's happening. You could try to do it with an LFO, but I think that's not the best way to do it. What we want to do here is use the envelope. Now, what I want to do is I want to turn the release to 0, first of all, have the sustain up, and what I'm going to do is use the attack. So it's going to start here at 0, which is going to be our value of 1, and then over time, it's going to move up to the value of 2, which is going to be our bank 2, which is the off position. So just set this to whatever length your ARP is. I don't know exactly what it is. You could try to calculate it, but I think the best way to do it is just like kind of trial and error. Just listen to it, and then where it is, where it stops, You'll find it. But when I play it, you're gonna hear it doesn't work. You see how it's turning on and off? And first I was like, why is this turning on and off? This is terrible. What's going on? And then I realized the arpeggiator is triggering itself. So every time one of these plays, it's starting the envelope over, and we don't want that. And I was thinking, like, how do I, like stop this from happening? What is the problem here? What do I do? And then I realized how I can stop this. Here at the top, you see it has channels. Here, the channel is off. In my MIDI, it's like all channels are playing at the same time. What I want to do is have this transmit to just channel 2. So that means the arpeggiator is just going to play these notes for channel 2. It's not going to do anything to channel 1. This oscillator here, I'm also going to set to channel 2. If I had other oscillators that I wanted to play chords, I'd leave those for, let's say, channel 1. But for the thing you want the arp on, I'll have it on channel 2. Okay, we'll close this. So now that we have this, we have our envelope here. We have our arpeggiator, and now it should go up, and then it should switch to bank 2, and it should just stay there, like this. I let go, it goes back to 1. And I think it's maybe not quite long enough, so I'll set the attack a little bit longer. Good, it got it all. That's all you have to do, just make sure your attack length is right, and it'll be good. Cool. And if we play something, one thing I noticed here is I have like some MIDI with different chords. I play it. Now here, I notice the attack's not right already, so I'll have to adjust this a bit. I'll just go in here. But I noticed, hey, these other ones aren't playing. And I realized if you have no spaces in between these, it kind of causes a problem. So all you have to do here is just highlight them all. I'm just going to leave just small spaces. Ooh, not like that. Small spaces in between all these notes. It's not going to matter because they're playing as one shots, so don't really worry about that. But I just need something there. Actually, this one's not playing again, so it doesn't matter. But now if I play it. There you go. And so that's how you get the sound. And there's other things you can do with this too. I especially like this for effect sounds. So instead of doing this and playing the normal arpeggio, in here I have some effects I did before. Like let's say fast diminished arpeggio, like this. Sounds like this. I can just play this with one note also. I don't need to play the chord. Oh, that's another thing. Make sure you're not like me and doing something stupid. I make sure I have this on 2. Make sure every single time, since I didn't save it like that, I need to make sure I'm on channel 2 like this. Okay. So everything's working right, but I need to increase the steps. Let's increase this to, let's say, 16. Make sure I take this off. Our bank 2 is also going to have a bunch of stuff in it, so I need to take that off. I could save a preset without this in here, and it makes it easier, but when I made this, I didn't do that. I wasn't thinking of that. And also, I'm going to probably need to change the time here, make this a bit shorter. Let's try it. And I'll try, do another one. I'm not sure if I can do this whole thing, but let's give it a shot. Let's do falling. These are also tempo synced like this. Not channel 4, channel 2. like that. Make sure I change bank 2 to have nothing in it. And I might want to make this a little bit longer just to make it a bit easier on myself. The longer it is, it'll give me a bit more time. So try it again. Like this. Not doing all the steps here, so I'm going to have to go into the mod and make this longer. Try this. Ooh, not that. Here. And of course, as I said before, you can do this with different sounds. I'm just using this square wave, but I could do triangle. I can do the square and I can mess with the pulse width modulation. And as I said before, this release, if I make it longer, it sounds like this. Which, ooh, getting loud. I don't want that. I can turn the attack down here. And it gets more of a percussive thing. If I want it to sound like more like a old, I don't know, video game, and I want it to sound almost monophonic, make the release very short, like this. So you can get a lot of different sounds out of that depending on what you want. So make sure you mess with the release. If you want it longer and sound like almost like a reverb, you can do that. If you want it to sound more like, I guess, vintage digital, turn the release down. And you can come up with all sorts of different effects and things. But that's a way you can use the arpeggiator as a one-shot inside MSoundfactory. And of course, you can combine this with another oscillator playing just a normal chord. Like, let's see if I can demonstrate that for you. Do this on channel 1 here. That sounds terrible. Probably not what you want, but just giving you a demonstration. Next time, I'll show you how to do something actually interesting with this concept. But for those that are wondering how to do it, that's how you do it. Hopefully in the future, maybe this will be changed and the ARP will have a one-shot mode in there. I'd be very happy if that happened. But for now, this is how you do it. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Leave me any questions or comments down below. And be sure to check out all the other plugins at meldaproduction.com. Till next time, see you.